We return now to the backlash after the shooting death of 37-year-old Alex Pretti in an encounter with federal agents in Minneapolis. Pretti was an ICU nurse at a veterans facility. Friends and family describe him as a good man who cared deeply about others. Police say that he had no known history of violence and no criminal record. Joining us now via Zoom is someone who knew him well. She's his former mentor in the Minneapolis VA healthcare system. It's Dr. Aasma Shaukat. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us. It must be surreal, I think, to know that a friend of yours, that his death has made national news. And for most of us who are seeing this story and hearing about Alex, he is now just a picture to us. We know that he's an ICU nurse, but you knew him well. What can you tell us about him before we get into the details of the shooting? Tell us about him, please.
Thank you, Gayle. It's indeed been absolutely devastating and very surreal to see our Alex have such a terrible, tragic end. And the Alex we knew, I hired him back in 2014 to work on our research studies, was just an absolutely warm, kind, and sweet individual. He was really good at making rapport with the patients that we were enrolling and veterans that were part of the study. And we got nothing but good reviews. He was a really hard worker and eventually expressed an interest in going into nursing school. So we supported his application, wrote letters for him, and then even arranged his work schedule to be more flexible so he could take nursing classes at the time. He was just dedicated to healthcare and really wanted to make a difference in his community and help his fellow citizens.
Yeah, his parents released that statement too, doctor, saying all he really wanted to do was work and help others. You know, we've learned that he was a legal gun owner, that he had a permit to carry the gun that apparently he had on the day of the shooting. Do you know why he felt the need to carry a gun?
I'm not aware of when he chose to become a gun owner, but in the part of Minneapolis where he lived, his community had quite a lot of unrest. So it wouldn't be unforeseeable that he was perhaps looking at helping defend himself or others if needed.
Well, what was your reaction, Aasma, when you saw the tape that led to his death, when you saw the shooting that led to his tape and you saw the shooting that led to his death and you looked at the tape? What was your initial reaction? What did you see?
It was absolutely devastating. So first, I see Alex in a peaceful protest, and I could see Alex doing that. He was, very strong on his values for standing up for his fellow citizens, his community, his neighborhood, and had a lot of compassion. And then I see him coming to the aid of a woman that had fallen and seemed to be in need of assistance, and shielding her from an officer, and then, trying to speak or argue with the officer to help this woman. And then in turn, he gets pepper sprayed, thrown to the ground, his arms pinned behind him, 7 or 8 agents standing above him, and then they shoot him. Now, Alex was of a slight build, so in no way, shape, or form was he ever threatening. He doesn't look like he's kicking or, trying to fight back. He's essentially just, trying. He's completely defenseless, and then he's shot. It is just horrific to see.
Yeah, it's very difficult, even if you don't know Alex, to see anyone die that way. But, the investigation, we hope, is going to be ongoing and be very thorough and transparent. We thank you for your time and sharing what you knew and loved about this man. Thank you so much.